Bodies. RJ again with Sips and Chill with RJ, and I have a special guest this evening. Introduce yourself.
I'm Robin Simmons. I'm Jordan's mom. How's everybody doing?
This is the queen, y'all. She just celebrated her 21st birthday for the umpteenth time yet again, looking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Virgo season. Happy fall to some of y'all. So we're going to talk about a special topic tonight. One of Mama's favorite topics. As y'all know, my favorite topic's probably Elvis, but Mom's is Prince. Prince is like
Yes.
she loves Prince. Prince is like her favorite subject,
Yes,
and
it
I
is.
completely understand. I got my love for Prince from her, just like I got my love of Prince from like Elvis from her. So yeah, so I guess we're gonna ask Mom. When was the first time you remember seeing Prince or anything?
I was at my aunt and uncle's house. I was staying with my grandma, and I went to visit them, and my uncle Costello had his album cover and had his album Still Waiting, and oh my goodness, I seen Prince and I just fell in love. I just knew this man was gonna be my husband. I was gonna have his kids. I just loved Prince from the very first time I seen him.
That's
It's just
cool.
love at first sight.
I don't remember my first time, you guys, but Mom plays so many different things in the house. Prince is just one of the ones she always played. And when I was little, I think the song I mainly loved and remembered was When Doves Cry,
Yes,
because
yes.
it's just such a beautiful song. He
Mhm.
was he was crazy. It was like he was a producer, he was a guitarist. They said that Prince, Mom, do you know he played 16 different instruments?
Yes, I do.
I
Yes,
was
yes. He
like
is very talented. Very talented.
16. I can't even name all of them. I just know piano, guitar, drums. I don't want to make up anything else, but I know for sure violin too. But I can't even
Mhm.
imagine the other, what I just named four. I can't imagine the other 12 instruments he could have
I
possibly played.
know.
And I guess
I
if they count
know.
vocals as an instrument, then that'd be one of them too.
Mhm.
But it's crazy to think that he played that many,
I know.
And like Morris Day, when he wrote a book, his book was called Princely Timing, and Prince was the first word of his book.
Mhm.
And he said, like, if Elvis was the king of rock and roll,
That's right.
then Prince was like the king of like the music universe.
That's right.
And I was like, I think that was well said, especially since
Yes.
he knew him and everything, and he played with him in
Mhm.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
So, Mom, I remember looking in one of your keepsake books from like high
Yeah.
school, and you had his ticket stub
Mhm.
from a 81 concert. We discussed it last night,
Yeah.
1981.
It was from a concert. I can't remember what year, but yeah, I can remember going to his concert. It was awesome because it was. I know Vanity Six and no, not the Mary Jane Girls. Who played with them? I don't know if it was SOS Band, but Vanity Six and Prince. But it was awesome. Oh my goodness, that was one of the best concerts. And so many. There was so much good that was there, but there was so much bad came because people were scalping, selling tickets for Prince. And the people that got took for was one of my cousins. She brought tickets from this guy and they weren't good tickets, and I think they said she got to see the end of the show, but man, that
She missed
concert
out.
was over the top.
Mm, man,
Yes.
to be alive in the 80s and to see Prince in Jacksonville.
Yes, oh my
So many
goodness,
cool
yeah.
people come through Jacksonville. It's not that small of a town at all. So, what was
No.
your favorite Prince album?
um Controversy is my
Controversy.
favorite album, but my favorite song overall is an Erotic City. Yes,
I love
love
that
that
song.
song.
I love that song. That's a great song by Prince. Love that one.
Mhm.
It's so funny. All of my purple life, I've been looking for a king that was
Okay.
gonna be my wife. Yeah, that's great. That's something I play randomly. I'll be like, ooh, Yeah. So, Prince did it like when he passed away, Mom.
Yeah.
What was the show called? It's called Blackish with Anthony
Yeah,
Anderson.
that's it. Yeah, with Anthony
Anderson.
Anderson and Tracy Ross.
Yeah, and Jennifer Lewis and
Yes.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Larry
They were trying to
Fishburne.
they were trying to teach their little ones about Prince because they're like, "Who is Prince?" And one of my favorite parts in the show was when um the little one, I think her name was Diane, and she said, "So I guess he was tall, dark, and handsome." She was like, "No, he was short and pale and pretty." I would just put him right on my lap and just take him right in the bedroom. Like, so many women felt that way. Oh my gosh, so many women. I was like, Mama would have fought you for him, but okay, you go
Okay.
ahead. I know Mama would have fought you. But so, Erotic City is your favorite song.
Yes.
Controversy is your favorite album. Now, I remember the Controversy album. I remember how you had all these different records
Oh my
of
goodness,
so many
yes.
people.
I had all his different records. I had albums. Um I brought what let me see. 45s, LPs. Then back in the day they had the it was like an album, but they actually had single hits. It was like, and that's when they had the extended hits on, or an extended version. And instead of a song playing for like 3 minutes, it would pay for like 6 or 7 minutes, which made it fun because you dance longer.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for
So, but I
everybody,
mean,
sorry,
huh?
I was like, for everybody who doesn't know what a 45 is, it's like an old 8-track tape that you'll
No,
see
no,
in the
no,
old movies.
no, no.
No, no.
A 45 is the small record
Oh, it's a,
that goes
I knew that.
that goes. Yeah, it's the small record that goes on the record player.
Right,
Then you
right.
have then most albums from there it goes to 78. Let me see, is it no 33
33. Okay,
or
I've seen the
33 and
big
a third.
33s.
Mhm.
I used to play with grandma's records all the time.
Yes.
A
Oh my
record,
goodness.
a good
Yes.
record. I
Mhm.
remember the little
Yes.
red Corvette, so the little one was called a 45.
Yes.
I remember your little red Corvette one because I used to try to play it when I figured out what the records were when I got older in high school. I tried to play it on grandma's record player.
Uh huh.
It didn't sound right because the record player was messed up. And she
it
probably still blamed me for it. And it's still sitting up in the front room till this day.
is. It is.
Hmm.
And now she has a portable.
Yep. Portable.
Yes.
Can
Now
take
she
it
has a
anywhere.
portable.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Play her gospel records. So
Mhm.
let's see. I know last time we talked about how um Pink wanted to do a song with Prince, and he asked her if she had the rights to her music, and she said no. And he was like, "Well, when you get them, then we can talk." Then she
Okay.
was really rude to him because she thought like he was one of the big guys, and she was also young at the time because when Prince passed away in 2016, she realized what he was trying to tell her now that she was older and more
Yes.
experienced in the industry. So it's
Mhm.
funny. And then y'all, I don't know if anyone else knows this, but Michael Jackson tried to do a single with Prince too. And Mom, you remember what the single was?
Bad.
So it's a thought that it would have been fun, but like
I know it would have been fun because both of them are bad. That's right. Both of them bad. So, I mean, I can see them challenging each other, saying, "I'm bad. I'm bad." I can just see that. I bet you that would have been. Oh my goodness. That would have
So
been. That would have been awesome.
yeah, for y'all that don't know, if y'all look it up somewhere on YouTube, Prince was talking to Chris Rock about it. He said no, because the first line of that song is "Your ass is mine," and then he said, "Who is singing that to whom?" Because I'm not singing it to you, and you sure as hell ain't singing it to me. So it was like, nah, we're not doing that. Michael Jackson made it on his own. It's fine, like everybody got their way in the world, and I know they also try to get him to do "We Are the World." That didn't work out either. But
Yeah.
Mom, did you also know for Purple Rain,
Excuse
um,
me.
Purple Rain,
Purple Rain.
Prince got an Oscar for that song
I hope
in
so.
1984 Oscars, and they gave it to him, and he got on stage with Lisa and Wendy, and thank everybody, because so for anyone who wants to make fun of Prince, like he laughed y'all off, like because
That's
it's like
right.
he knew he in fact was the Prince.
Mhm.
A lot of people say Prince of what? I'm about to say Prince Rogers Nelson of Paisley Park.
That's right.
And so my next road trip, if
Mhm.
they hurry up and make it like Graceland, that'll
Yes,
be our
ma'am.
next
That's
road trip. But we just have to
I'll
do
be
it
the
when it's
first in
warm.
line.
We just have to do it when
I
it's
would
warm outside.
definitely be the first in line 'cause I would love to go to Paisley Park.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
So okay,
Yes.
so he passed away sadly April 21st of 2016, and that was a rough day. I remember thinking people are so rude, and I was thinking it was a bad joke. And I actually cried because I'm like,
I did. I cried. Oh my! I tried to when I was taking Mama to a doctor's appointment, and when I heard it on the radio, I was in disbelief, and I didn't want to I didn't want to put anything into it because I actually had to take her to the doctor's office and come back home. So I didn't want to get upset until I knew for sure that he had passed, and I mean, it was just so unbelievable. I mean, devastating. I truly understood what my mom went through when she would hear people from her generation have passed, like Sam Cooke
hmm,
and so many others. And I would see her cry with it. I didn't understand it then, but I most definitely understand it now.
yeah, that's something. So it's like after everything is said and done, what we have left is the music
That's right.
and
That's
the
all we have is
memories
their
that they
music.
bring us, and we can share this. So I know even though he's gone, he left behind a great legacy of music.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Several records. They want to say that there are things he didn't even take off the shelf. It's crazy to
Yes.
think there are artists
Yes.
that write music and they'll sing it and they'll be like, I don't think this should go on the next record, maybe later or something. And then they showed like he wrote a lot of songs for different people. Like most people aren't aware that the song Nothing Compares by Sinead O'Connor was his.
Yes. Yes. I mean, he wrote a lot of songs, but I mean, even his videos it showed his personality. I don't know if you've seen Batman, the first Batman that
Of
came on.
course,
Oh my
yes.
goodness,
He's that whole
um,
album. You had that whole album. I said Prince in the
That's
whole
right,
thing.
Party Man. Oh my goodness! I mean,
Party Man is my
that
favorite.
was fun, and you could tell he had fun doing it.
Yes,
Yes.
there's a video of him skating somewhere with a Batman shirt on
Mhm.
from the movie because that was his whole. He did that whole album. But Party Man was like
Yes.
that music video
Mhm.
where he's dressed up like Two-Face, but he's acting like the Joker is
Yes.
incredible. I love it. Like it's funny. He's like Party Man, your face will be red, your eyes will be blue.
Yes.
It's crazy. I love
Yes.
it. Yes. I love that whole album was great. But Part Man is my
Mhm.
favorite from Batman,
That's right.
1979.
That
So
was that was some of his best work.
mhm.
Mhm. I think the first song that I heard was "I Want to Be Your Lover,"
Oh, I love that song.
and then it was "Still Waiting." I mean, I mean, it just it was just his voice was just so unique, and he used it in so many ways. It was just every song to me were different. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He was just so talented.
So, Mom, do you know the first words of that song, right?
Which one?
The one we just talked about, I Want to Be Your Lover, the first words of that song? They use that as a meme during the holidays. I ain't got no money.
Will you leave me alone?
But
Yes,
everybody
darling.
uses that as a meme during the holidays. They're like, I want something for Christmas, and they go, I ain't got no money. The first time I saw that, I said, I feel that so bad right now with all these bills coming up. The gas for my truck is screaming. So it's like gas money or gifts. Gas money. Okay, I'll get y'all next
Okay.
time around though. Yeah.
Okay.
So can you believe that Prince was shy?
I can. I mean, out of all his albums, when you put, if you was to put it together and listen to the lyrics, you would never think that Prince was shy.
Not one bit.
You would just think he was quiet.
Right. Which he
Hmm.
let people talk, but he also Prince him out throwing shade. I know one time he was on one show and then he said, compared to other people, I have my ears on and my mic is on.
Okay.
And he looked at the camera like, for all y'all want to say something, my mic is on. So it's funny how they did all like those jokes and everything and how he did. And then one of my favorite Dave Chappelle shows, I know we talked about when Charlie Murphy met Prince and he said it was like this war with him and he looked kind of funny wearing his little suits and stuff. And he invited us back to his house and he was like, oh, I'm bored. Does anyone want to play basketball? And then they started laughing because Prince was like 4'10", like or like not he wasn't that short. He's like 5'4" or something.
I think he's
And
like 5'4". Yeah,
yeah, so
5'4",
then
5'5".
he thought it was a joke and then Prince was like, you and me against the revolution.
Okay.
Your boys against me and the revolution. And
Okay.
he said he laughed it off and he let them change and then it was like Prince beat his ass practically in basketball. And then he said, y'all don't believe me? Y'all go to his house and ask him to play basketball right now and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, he was embarrassed because
Mhm.
he couldn't believe it. But Prince, even though he won, he was still very hostily. He made him pancakes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Very much so. So that one, and then we were talking about the Zoe Deschanel show, New Girl, when her and her
Yes.
boyfriend met Prince, and he said, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all, but I forgot people need to experience me because I'm me. So if y'all want to go ahead, they were like, oh my God, it's Prince, it's Prince.
Okay.
So, do you have any cool Prince stories, Mom?
Have I heard any Prince stories?
Or do you have any? Like, I've heard several. Like,
Well, I can remember when I was driving the van. I think it was the Shrimp Festival downtown in Fernandina,
mm-hmm,
and there was a lot of people that came from Cincinnati, and I had to go pick them up for a dinner from a dinner run at the veranda,
mm-hmm.
and uh, I had my Prince shirt on that day, and when they got off the van, they seen my shirt, and I said, "Woo wee! You got on a Cincinnati shirt." I said, or I'd have been screaming. So,
Oh yeah, just the thought.
and
So
no,
yeah, so Prince. Oh wow, so many more things he could have did, and it's
I know.
crazy. But I'm
But I
happy
guess it was
that
time for him to rest. Real. I just look at it, maybe it was just time for him to rest. He's done so much. And when you do a lot in your community and help keep it clean and you don't mind, clothing and feeding and even the people in his town would say he has a bike, he rides around the town on his bicycle. He don't even drive. That, he was comfortable. That says a lot.
yeah, it does. It
Hmm.
does. So people also, like I told y'all, most of my music stuff I got from my mom. She also is the
Hmm.
one that introduced me to Elvis. one of my favorite subjects. And I remember the night when we both first saw Elvis. Your favorite Elvis movies? I know Frankie and Johnny.
That's right. Frankie and
And,
Johnny is my favorite Elvis movie.
and you said
And
you
I
like
love
Blue
all the rest of
Hawaii.
his movies too, huh?
You said you like Blue Hawaii.
Blue Hawaii, Girls, Girls,
I
Girls, The
love Girls.
Roustabout. I mean, this goes on and on, but Frankie and Johnny, yeah, that's it's just something special about Frankie and Johnny, man. I don't know, because I was jealous of Ellie Mae playing in there, but I mean, she was the girl for him in that movie.
She
Hmm.
probably, if you look at any of the rest of his girls and friends in movies, she's probably one of the feisty ones. Next to like
Yeah.
Anne Margaret, she's one of the
Mm.
feisty ones. Like she
Okay.
didn't take Elvis's crap. It was like, look, boy, like, and there's a thing I won't say. Um, he had flings with a lot of his co-stars, but she was not one of them. So even her
Mhm.
as an actress is like, nah, not gonna happen. But they did connect spiritually because they were both very religious.
I bet. I bet you they did. Uh huh. Because they had chemistry on stage. They had some chemistry on stage, and I mean, and they look good together on stage. So I can see that.
Yeah, I can too. It's a great movie. Like,
Mhm.
so many people to love. Prince, Elvis. So everybody, that's the end of it. Thank you, Ma, for dropping by.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it.
All right, and this is us heading out. Sips and chill with RJ. Sips and chill. Peace out.